Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be going over the DJI Mavic Pro II once again. If you have seen my other videos, you know that they did do very well, and because of this I decided to put out some more because I know you guys are interested in this topic. So a whole bunch of new leaks and rumors came out, and I'm going to go over all of them today. And like I've said in my other videos, none of these are for sure, but they are coming from reliable sources that have been right time and time again in the past about DJI products before they are released. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I do hope you enjoy. I find all of this really interesting, and I know a lot of other pilots do as well. That's why you watch these videos. If you want to see an even more in-depth version of this, but without some of the new leaks, you can check it out here. I put a lot of time into that video. Now, if you did see some of my other videos about this, you would know that I had a crash with my Mavic Pro, and that is why it is no longer on the shelf. I did decide to use my DJI Care Refresh like a lot of you guys recommended, and thank you for that. I just got home from the UPS store here now, and I'm going to be recording some of my experiences along the way before I get my drone back, and then I'm going to make a video about it to show you guys just how the whole DJI Care Refresh works, because I am very interested in that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you did request any videos, know that I am working on them. They will be out very soon, and let's get right into this video. Oh, and like I said, I don't have my drone here, so I'm just gonna have to make the old B-roll go along with this video, so I hope this works. The official name of the Mavic Pro II will most likely be the Mavic Pro II rather than the Mavic Pro II. The Mavic Pro II will feature a 1-inch CMOS sensor with f2.8 to f11 aperture rather than the f2.8 that we are stuck on with the current Mavic Pro. As well, the current Mavic Pro has a 1/2/3 inch CMOS sensor, so this is a very big improvement. And once again, the Mavic Pro II will most likely have a 28mm lens. There will be no mechanical shutter, sadly, and it will most likely feature a newly designed 3-axis gimbal that, like the Mavic Air, will be more protected, get rid of the horizon error, get rid of all the shakiness, and just in all be a lot more durable. Now, there is some speculation now of a removable gimbal on the Mavic Pro II, and that would be very, very cool. Now, for other cameras on the drone, there will also be front and downward vision positioning like on the current Mavic Pro, as well as rear binocular vision positioning sensors so that you won't hit anything behind you. Sadly, there is still no information about side sensors. Now, as well, these sensors will be infrared 3D sensors so that they can track obstacles in the dark. Now, this will equate to improved obstacle avoidance and the addition of APAS, Advanced Pilot Assistance Systems, so that the Mavic Pro II can fly around obstacles rather than just stopping when it sees something. As well, the Mavic Pro II should see upgraded propulsion with larger motors, which should equate to speeds similar to the Phantom 4 Pro, which are around 72 kilometers an hour, and the motors themselves would just be slightly smaller than the Phantom 4 Pros. This will equate to improved agility and all-around performance. Now, with all this extra tech packed into it, we are going to actually most likely see a larger drone than the current Mavic Pro. Now, although it will most likely be larger, we should still see the same folding design, as it works very well and there's no reason for them to change that. And as well, going along with design, we will most likely see a more protected gimbal area, so if you ever have a crash, you're not going to ruin your gimbal. Now, to power this much larger drone, we will see a larger battery at 4820 milliamp hours at 15.2 volts, and in comparison, the current Mavic Pro has a 3830 milliamp hour battery at 11.4 volts. What's nice about this is we should see a longer flight time because of this at around 33 minutes versus the current Mavic Pro at 27 and the Mavic Pro Platinum at 30. Now, all these good things do come at a cost. We will most likely not see backwards compatibilities with our current Mavic Pro batteries because, well, if they're larger, there's just no way they can make that work. As for the remote controller, we should see about the same design as the current one, as once again, it works well and there's no reason for them to change it. Some improvements we should see on it though are removable thumbsticks like we saw on the Mavic Air, because like I've said in another video, that it was just a very good idea. As well, it should use the DJI Go 4 app once again, and it will most likely use OcuSync. And as well, a really interesting thing that a commenter left on my last video was the addition of a screen on the Mavic Pro II controller to display what your mobile sees from your drone so that you can see FPV video straight off the remote rather than having your phone, which would be a really cool addition, although we haven't seen any leaks about this, so don't quote me on this, but I'm just saying that would be very interesting, and thank you for that comment. Continuing on here, we should just in general see the Mavic Pro II either be at par or even outperform the Phantom 4 Pro. Okay, so now that I've got all these cool features out of the way, I'm sure you're wondering how much this thing is going to cost, and judging by the leaks, it is going to be around $1,300, which is a substantial increase from the current Mavic Pro, but at the same time, it's coming with a lot more features than the current Mavic Pro. And finally, when should we expect to see the Mavic Pro II? And the answer is anywhere from March to probably around October. So why these dates? The speculated date is March 22nd, which is very soon, but if not, I would say that we should expect to see it for sure before October this year to match its release back in 2016. Okay, so now that I've gone over all the speculated features, I just want to go over some of the ones that I myself have come up with and things that I would want to see on the Mavic Pro II. So those are side obstacle avoidance sensors, because that would just add so many more opportunities and it would just be that much more protected against, well, pilot error. Second would be fast charging for the batteries, and although I was told in the last video in the comments that fast charging would be kinda iffy and it could burn down your house, nevertheless it would be cool if they could somehow implement that into their batteries. Another feature that I would like to see on it is longer landing legs so that you can place it on grass or whatever and not worry about it becoming a lawnmower. And lastly here, I just want to go over one last feature that is very unspoken about, but it is actually quite important, I have found out, because if you did watch my last video, you would know that I crashed my Mavic. And I'm not going to blame this on the lack of this feature, but it was a part of the reason that I crashed, because I was not looking out for the trees as much because my drone was telling me false information. So let me explain this for you. Okay, so basically what happened was I took my drone off somewhere over here. In the video, as you can see, there's a bridge somewhere over here and then the little town over here. And I was flying around like normal. I was down in a bit of a crevice, but I did not take this into account, which was part of the reason that I crashed. I went over here, all over, and then I started doing a point of interest shot around the town, and I did it manually just to be on the safe side. And basically what happened was, as I started doing the point of interest, the drone was still tracking my height as if it was over here. But when I got over here, the land was increasing in height and the drone was still saying that I was at around 40 meters. And I kind of took this into account a bit because I was trying to bring the drone up, and it said I was at about 40 meters over here, which was right near the crash point. So I was not worried about treetops. But basically, since the land was going up and the drone was still using my height from over here, the land was about this high and the drone was saying I was even with over here. And a tree came out of nowhere. Not really, I hit the tree, but I'm sorry, I'm so bad at drawing. But I hit the tree and it fell down and we had to come over, and it was a very bad thing. So basically what I want is DJI to update it so that the drone updates its height from where it is rather than where it took off from. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm going to be coming out with a video about my experience with DJI Care Refresh, and whenever I get my drone back, I will be putting that video all together. Like I said, watch out for the altitude updating issue, or it's not really an issue, it's just more of, you gotta watch out for it. Just make sure that you keep track of how high the land is so that you don't hit a tree like I did, because it kind of was very unexpected. And to this day, I am still kind of beating myself up for it, but it is what it is. So stay tuned for more videos, guys. Like I said, I have 2 requested videos coming out about macro lenses and the first YouTube equipment for small YouTube channels. And in all, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. Nothing is for sure yet, but it interests me, and I know it interests a lot of other pilots. So let's hope to see this Mavic Pro II on March 22nd. And I will talk to you all in my next video. Have a great day and stay creative.